So you're bored in the house and you're in the house bored. I got you. Here are my top 10 Netflix picks to get you through your days. Hey guys, I'm Molly. Welcome back to Maison Molly, and today we're going to be talking Netflix. But before we get into the video, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Your girl needs all the support and help you can get. I think I'm at like 80 something followers, and I'd really like to get to 100 within my first month, which is coming up in 4 days. So subscribe, and show your girl some love. Also, what do you guys want to see me do? Like, what kind of videos do you want to see me make? Comment down below and let me know. I'd really appreciate it because, you know, I appreciate you guys following me, and whatever you want to see, that's what I want to be doing. All right, so let's get into this countdown in no particular order, but I mean, this one is in that order. Number 1, Becoming. So Michelle Obama just dropped her latest documentary on Netflix, and I gotta say, just watching the previews alone gives me chills. I mean, how could you not love Michelle Obama? I don't care what race, color, creed, orientation, whatever you are, she's a stand-up woman. I just love her. I love her work ethic. I love where she comes from. I love where she's going. I think it's such a powerful story. I've read the book. I feel like if you love the book, you're really going to love the documentary. So that would be number 1 on my list to check out on Netflix. Next on my list is going to be Kim's Convenience. So I don't always like to take myself too seriously while I'm watching shows. Sometimes you just need a really good, like, feel good, funny show to kind of get you through your evening, and I think Kim's Convenience is just that. I will say that I notice that I gravitate towards shows that are a little bit more diverse. You know, we're used to always playing the best friend or the backup role, and Netflix is doing a phenomenal job of actually having really good shows that have people of all different races. Kim's Convenience, it's actually about a family, a Korean family who lives in Toronto, Canada. They own a convenience store, and the dad is like hilarious, man. Like, he just keeps me laughing. And, you know, it smashes like stereotypes on Korean life and Asian life and all that stuff. So I think you guys should check it out. I think you're gonna love it. I think it's hilarious, and it's just a really good show. Next on my list is Good Girls. Good Girls, it's another feel-good show. It's about these 3 suburban moms who are really low in cash, and so they choose a life of crime. It's really funny. Without getting into too much details, I think y'all would love it. I mean, it's crazy to see 3 suburban moms who have kids and a life, and they're soccer moms, and they're out here like robbing banks and taking names. So definitely a show you'd want to check out. I think a lot of my moms out there can really not so much identify, but you know, we go through our struggles. I think you guys would love watching these ladies. Next on my list is a serious one. It's Murder to Mercy, the Cynthia Brown story. Oh my gosh, I can sit on here and talk about this for the next hour. So pretty much, if you guys don't know, Cynthia Brown is this young woman. She's pretty much about my age. I think she's about 32. I'm 32. Maybe she's 30, 31. But she went to prison. She got convicted at the age of 16 for killing a man who recruited her for sex. Anyhow, she pretty much got the maximum sentence that someone could get at her age. So I think she would be paroled when she's like 50, something like that. But essentially, the documentary kind of goes through her story, lets you know how she ends up there. They interview her mom, all of that stuff. And it kind of goes through from her being in prison to how she was able to get out of prison. It's a phenomenal story. I'm here with Cynthia, and I'm super happy to see her no longer in prison. Next up is a new movie. It's called Miss Virginia. So Miss Virginia is played by Uzu Aduba. Is that how you say her name? I probably just butchered it. But pretty much y'all know Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black. So she plays Virginia, who is this woman who wants her son to be able to get a private education, but she's a single mother and she cannot afford it. So she decides to try to really get legislation in place that would make this happen for her child. So it's a really powerful movie. It's really impactful. It's a true story that happened in the District of Columbia in DC. And yeah, I think if you're a mom, I mean, I grew up in the inner city, so I know the struggle. It's really powerful to watch. Next on my list is Uncorked. So this is a new movie on Netflix with Niecy Nash. She plays the mother of a young man who wants to be a sommelier, which is like a person who really knows wine. They can tell where the wine is made. Just from tasting it, they can tell where the wine is made, its origin of country, its notes, its smell, what it's made of, like everything. And pretty much his dad has a barbecue joint and his dad wants him to follow in his footsteps, but he's trying to make his own way through the world. They're cute Black family. I think you guys would enjoy it. It's just a really good feel-good story. It has some really, really sad moments. No spoiler alerts. So yeah, guys, go check it out. Uncorked. It's really nice. You guys have been watching for a minute now. Did you subscribe? I'll wait while you do it. Just go ahead. Next on my list is Never Have I Ever. So it's about this Indian American family. You guys see my trend? I just love watching the shows about like different cultures and different kinds of people. So it's about this Indian American family who lives in California, and the dad passes away, and so they're left to deal with that grief. All the while, the young lady is in high school and trying to sort through life and friends and love and sex and relationships. And so it's a pretty dynamic show, yet really funny. I think something, again, you guys can enjoy. Next on my list is Coffee and Karim. Now, this movie, you know, you can't watch it with your kids, but it stars Taraji P. Henson. And in the movie, she has a son, this little Black boy who is like out of control, man, like hood to the bone, okay? She's dating this white police officer, and they end up getting into some trouble because they saw some stuff go down. And so the movie is just kind of navigating through that, but it's really like high-paced, high energy, really fun, really funny. And you guys are gonna like it. It's a good laugh, a good one to watch when the kids go to bed. Next is Shih Tzu. I believe that's how you say it. So it's this movie on Netflix, and it actually really touched my heart. I love watching movies about Jewish culture. And it's this movie about this young woman who grows up in Brooklyn, New York. She's a Hasidic Jew. She's married. She wants to escape this marriage and this community and this life. So she actually escapes and moves to, was it Belgium? Germany. Berlin. She moved to Berlin, yeah. And they pretty much hunt her down, and the story goes on and on. But again, it's really nice to watch because I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm used to seeing Hasidic Jews. The entire movie was actually shot in Germany, but you would swear that they were walking around Williamsburg. So really good movie. Gets into a lot of information about the Holocaust and being Jewish and what the life is like, and pretty much just restrictions on Jewish women and how they are like put under their husband's thumb. And I think it's really dynamic, and I really enjoyed it. The last show on my list, it isn't out yet, but I'm super excited to see it when it is. It's called The Lovebirds. So the Lovebirds feature our girl Issa Rae, you know, Miss Insecure herself. And it pretty much tells the story, from what I see in the previews, of a couple who was just like driving along, and some guy hops into their car, commits a murder, and now everyone thinks it's them, and they're out here trying to solve this murder. Seems pretty funny, cute little interracial couple. And I think something we'll definitely be able to laugh at because our girl Issa always brings the laughs. So be sure to check that out. Thank you guys for going through my list of my top 10 favorite shows on Netflix right now. Honestly, I like this list a lot because, as I mentioned before, it's pretty diverse, racially diverse, culturally diverse. I think maybe of the 10 on the list that I have, a good like 8 of them are about different cultures and different races. And I really appreciate that. I think Netflix is really rocking it. I also appreciate how they've just been churning out these shows as we've been in this quarantine, because God knows, like, what else are we gonna do, okay? But until next time, thank you guys for stopping by my channel, and I'll see you again. Also, in your comments, don't forget to tell me what you want to see from me. I'm here for it. Let me know.